If it is your main objective to feel good, then I would not recommend it because I have not been feeling my best the last week and a half, but I'm going to tough it out for you guys for the next week and a half, for the next 2.5 weeks. I'm going to do this for 1 month total, and I'll get back to you guys with the results. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another Sunday Q&A. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today's question is with regard to organic versus non-organic while on the carnivore diet. A lot of people tend to ask, when you follow the carnivore diet, do you need to eat all organic grass-finished meats, or is it okay if you eat conventional meats? Is it okay if you eat some processed meats? Is it okay if you eat some processed cheeses, or does everything need to be raw? Well, that's going to be the question that I'm going to be answering for you today, and I've actually been doing an experiment over the course of the last week and a half, and I'm going to be continuing this experiment for the next month. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that back in 2010, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, and ever since 2010, I've been very strict with my diet in terms of everything that I consume is pretty much grass-finished and 100% organic. Well, I say everything, but for the most part. If I go to a family function, whatever they're barbecuing, if they're just doing a regular steak on the barbecue, I'm going to eat what they're having, but if it's food that I'm buying for myself and I'm preparing it for myself, it's always 100% organic and grass-finished. Now, the way my diet has been working for the last several months, I'm pretty consistent and regimented with how exactly I eat my meals and what I eat on what days. On Mondays and Thursdays, I'll do a pound of medium ground beef and a pound of beef liver, and I'll fry that up in 100 grams of grass-fed butter. Then on Tuesdays and Fridays, that's the day I'll have my double bacon sirloin cheeseburger. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, I'll have my top sirloin steak, and then on Sundays, those would be the days that I have my ribeye. I didn't want to go all in with the whole processed foods, so I'm going to be easing myself in a little bit, and what I decided to do was for one of those meals, which is my double bacon cheeseburger meal, that would be the day that I would experiment with non-organic and also a little bit of processed foods. And what I've done, for those of you that have seen it, I'm going to include a link right up over here to the actual cheeseburger recipe, but you know that in terms of the bun, I will take a whole egg, I'll crack it, split the egg yolk from the egg white. The egg white, I'll add some Pecorino Romano cheese. The egg yolk, I'll add a little bit of Pecorino Romano cheese. The egg white, I'll fry that up, that'll be my bun. And then the egg yolk with the Pecorino Romano cheese, that will form my cheese sauce for the cheeseburger. And I ended up swapping out a few things. One of the things that I swapped out was instead of using a whole egg, I ended up buying some egg whites out of the carton. So I still make my actual bun from egg whites and the Pecorino Romano cheese, but now I'm using the carton egg whites as opposed to the whole egg and using the egg white from the whole egg. And then for the actual cheese sauce, rather than using the cheese sauce, I ended up buying some Black Diamond, no-fat cheese slices, and I'll put one on each. So that will replace the cheese sauce. And then in terms of the bacon, I'm no longer using the 3 strips of bacon on each burger. What I'm doing instead is I am using 3 strips of chicken bacon. So just this past week and a half, I've eaten this meal. I've had it so far last Tuesday, last Friday, and then I've had it this Tuesday, and today's Friday. I've had it again. Every single time that I've had that meal, I notice that immediately after I get a little bit of rumblings in my stomach. My stomach is not feeling as great as it normally does. I've been getting a little bit of loose stool the next day. When I go to bed, I have this urgency to want to go to the washroom, and I'll kind of just try to hold it in. But overall, on the days that I've been doing that, I have not been feeling that great. So I can say that for me, myself, it has not been a great idea to incorporate some processed foods into the carnivore diet. When I was using whole eggs as opposed to egg whites, it was much better. And when I was using the actual bacon as opposed to the processed chicken bacon strips, I was feeling much better. But today, I had a little bit of loose stool. The last time that I did this meal back on Tuesday, had a little bit of loose stool, some upset stomach. When I'm taking my shower in the morning, sometimes I have this urge like I need to run out of the shower to go to the washroom, and I kind of just hold it in until I finish my shower, but I have not been feeling that great. It's only been a week and a half. Maybe my body is just getting used to it, but I'm going to be coming with you guys over the next several weeks to kind of just go through my experience with incorporating a little bit of non-organic and processed food into the carnivore diet. If you guys are mainly concerned with looking good, so you're not really concerned with how you feel or how you perform, then it's not really going to be a huge deal. If you can tolerate it, then it's not going to make or break your diet. If all you care about is losing weight, then you can incorporate it. But if it is your main objective to feel good, then I would not recommend it because I have not been feeling my best the last week and a half. But I'm going to tough it out for you guys for the next week and a half, for the next 2.5 weeks. I'm going to do this for 1 month total, and I'll get back to you guys with the results. But so far, it hasn't been that great. I'm hoping that my body gets used to it a little bit more in the next week, and I start feeling a little bit better, but that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.